So check this out. Basically it's Hashirama, Obito Uchiha, and Orochimaru and Tsunade. Orochimaru is purple card, so he doesn't do that much damage. Tsunade is just there for healing. Hashirama only has like two items, and that's for hit. And Obito has about 900k worth of ninjutsu attack. And I just thought this was interesting. So this is actually very luck based, so it's not a 100% guarantee. I did multiple tries and I got lucky with this one. But in this one, these guys are able to take down the eight tails. Obviously, like I said, it's a little bit based on luck. But either way, Obito in combination with the skin, the Hokage skin, the God of Shinobi skin for Hashirama, and uh, with Orochimaru and all that, the Hobi technique and everything else, becomes quite powerful. He deals constant 20 millions, 30 millions on this card and on the eight tails. And I just thought that was interesting because like this means that, well, if you set it up right, you could potentially go to, I don't know, stage 65, stage 70 with a good Kakashi and Obito team combination for the Ninja World War. Which, keep in mind, those two guys are able to stun lock entire teams when they use their active skill back to back. Lightning Cutter. And the Lightning Cutter is not, it's not stingy on the damage. I believe I see a couple of 33 millions worth of damage sometimes with that skill. Keep in mind that's on the 8 tails, so I mean, uh, that damage is significantly lowered because of the 8 tails defense. But yeah, see 30 something million, I believe, right there. But yeah, with a good Kakashi, a good Obito stunlock, and a good Hashirama, you could probably get up to stage 70 if you have Orochimaru's tier 4 ring. Basically all the usual requirements. But it's just that this would be free to play more or less. Actually, this was not originally my own idea. I noticed somebody said that they got all the way up to stage 80, and I decided I'm gonna have to test this out because it seems like stage 80, that's higher than what I usually get. I usually get up to stage 74. I was wondering if the God of Shinobi skin skill is just that powerful, and it turns out that yes, it really is that powerful. So still today, basically, this video is just mostly while I was messing around. I just woke up from a like 9 hour power nap, I think. But yeah, so I'm gonna be uploading this to YouTube, obviously. So I just did this, and I'm gonna go ahead and do the Q&A now that I'm fully awake. Um, so I'm gonna have to lower the volume because I was actually listening to some music before I decided to do this. So I'm gonna do this Q&A first, and then I'm gonna do the Q&A before this. So, in your opinion, who do you think is better, Inazagi Danzo or the fourth evolution Obito, which is Blast Dance Obito? Um, and what is the best passive for Haku? The best passive for Haku is actually Demonic Crystal Ice Mirrors, I believe it's called. Hang on, that's the wrong thingamabob. Should go over here. The best passive for Haku would actually be this one right over here. Secret technique, demonic ice mirroring crystal, demonic mirroring ice crystals. It gives him the ability to overclock quite nicely. He is able to reach the billions every once in a while if you have enough ninjutsu attack on Haku. So I just think that's nice. Now who do you think is better, Inazagi Danzo or the fourth evolution of Obito? Usually I would say Obito simply because Obito as a card is just better at most things. But I've had a chance to test out Danzo, and I mean, he's not that bad at. But keep in mind, you have to have him diamond, you have to have a lot of stuff. Well, not a lot of stuff, but quite a few things for him to be viable. Really, I'll be covering that tomorrow, actually, or the day after tomorrow, because by then I'll have enough Full of Fire to upgrade his items all the way up to tier 4. Keep in mind he only has one item, but I'm really low on rare ore. How to finish Danzo in 19-11 sample team. Finish Danzo. Let's see, 19. What's common? Heroic. Plot Badanzo. since you got all the way to this stage, I'm gonna assume that you're able to take down this what is it called, 17-16. Do the exact same thing. That's basically it. Use the exact same strategy that you use for 17-6, and unless you're running out of rounds, you should be able to take down Danzo. And if you're running out of rounds, all you can really do is up your ninjutsu attack. Geez, I woke up at 5 in the morning and saw this video. Are you getting enough sleep? Sleep is commodity over here. It's a luxury. For me at least, but I'm getting enough, Power naps every once in a while. Don't worry about me. So I need 15 Hokage cells more, and then I have Madara. So my question is, can I upgrade him? What team should I use with him? By the way, I don't have any bronze, silver, or gold players. Madara is very expensive, just so you know. He is one of those cards where if you're not careful, he will cost you more than $1,000 fairly easily. Now, here's the thing. You can either wait till his event, which is should be soon enough, if I recall correctly, if the pattern of things is going right. Wait until his event and get his purple card form, which usually costs towards $1,000 or more. Or just wait until an auction and then use basically $1,000 to get him gold, because most people don't bother to recharge that much whenever he is out for gold auction. So, I mean, that's just a recommendation. Although, if you're on iOS, you might have a bit more trouble with that, because on Android, we don't recharge that much, at least compared to iOS. But now, what team should you use with his base form? His base form is good nonetheless. Don't misunderstand me. He is rather good. He is rather powerful, even in his base form. It's just that his later forms just don't completely overshadow his base form. Now, his base form, a good team that you should have with him, you should use him with a supportive team, because he is really DPS based. He has no defensive abilities. He has a moderate amount of HP, but he does do a lot of damage, especially for his level. Essentially, he's a level 75 purple card at its max. And he can his debuffs, I've seen them deal a good 150k, 500k if I recall correctly. It's a very good debuff. And the skill is not lacking in damage, especially for those lower floors. So, I mean, yeah, he's a very good card to have. Just load him up with ninjutsu attack and put him with somebody who can keep him alive all 30 rounds, basically. How to finish Danzo Nash 11. I could have sworn I just read that. In case you continue to answer the question in this video instead, I'll ask my previous question here as well. If you do not, then you also do not need to answer this. Hey Luis, great vids. I want to know if you can show or give some advice on different ways to beat the 8-tails Gyuki without my guy. If there are two ways to beat the 8-tails, I'd love to see them in the future videos. Also, I'm a free-to-play player and on iOS, so I can't gold lead yet either, and guy costs way too much. Thanks, mate. Ironically enough, you were the reason why I was messing around with the 8-tails in some perspective, because, I mean, Obito was able to take down the 7-tails, kind of made him his bitch, but the 8-tails, it was having a little more trouble, and as you saw in the beginning of the video, dude, what's your name? Let's see. I believe Lemon Kill, yeah. As you saw in the beginning of the video, Obito was actually able to solo the 8-tails. Now, obviously, this is very luck-based, and the requirements are rather high. As you can see here, 969k ninjutsu attack. You need Orochimaru's rank tier 4. Somebody to heal, keep him alive. The Hokage, at the very least, purple card with a Hobe technique. Like I said, I only put those 2 items of his on him simply because I needed some hit for other dungeons. As you can see, he doesn't have that much ninjutsu attack, but he does have a lot of hit. 319k hit, which is a decent amount. So yeah, that's one of the ways, just completely overpowering your Obito and going at it. Part of the reason why I got through that, other than luck, is because his active skill, Lightning Kamui Cutter, is very good at sealing passives. And now the 8-tails has a nasty habit of reviving himself whenever you kill him. Turns into a tentacle, and if you don't kill the tentacle within 4 to 8 rounds, I can't quite remember which of those 2 it is, the 8-tails will come back in full health, and that is really annoying and a really big pain in the ass. Another way to do it, apart from getting extremely lucky, keep in mind this other strategy is based on luck, but at the same time, it's a little more doable, at least in my opinion. Basically, you just have to get Tsunade, add in as much ninjutsu attack as possible. Go overboard as I'm doing right here. As you can see, 538k ninjutsu attack. I'm just going at it. I don't care how much ninjutsu attack she gets as long as it's the most I can provide her with. You can actually get this during this event if you already have Orochimaru's Curse Orochimaru's Tier 4 ring. You don't actually need Hashirama for this strategy, but he is helpful nonetheless. But basically, you have to do this more or less. So we're gonna have this. Change that. Take that off. Have that right there. You don't need to worry about her skill. Although if you're going to be going up against the 8-tails, I would recommend using Summoning Slug and using the Unrivaled Strength skill. You can also get this during this event. You can get the Slug Scroll and the Short Sandals in the consumption rewards, and the short sandals and the consumption rewards, and the Slug Scroll as a reward from a silver Sakura. If you want her refining materials, you have to either get a gold Sakura, or you have to get a what do you call it? You have to recharge. No, consume up to 6,000 gold. Anyways, yeah, you just need a overloader with as much ninjutsu attack. Equip these two items, Slug Scroll and the Short Sandal. Obviously, tier 4. Need Orochimaru's ring, tier 4, and Orochimaru can have whatever the hell you want on him. And watch. So as you can see here, Tsunade goes first, then Orochimaru, yada yada yada. And we go over here to a pig without hands. Shoot, am I out of space already? God damn it. Buy backpack. Is it? It's buy backpack. It's only 50 gold. It's cool. Well, 100 gold technically. Anyways, as I was saying, as you can see here, okay, this is one of those ones where she does. So as you can see here, she deals a lot of damage right here from the heavenly, from her skills. Now, those two skills will come with the Slug Scroll and the Boots, respectively. So the reason that those skills are doing so much damage is because they're taijutsu damage, but based on ninjutsu attack. So the more ninjutsu attack you have, the more damage it's going to deal. Now, as you can see here, she has the Unrivaled Strength passive on herself. Every time she releases the Unrivaled Strength, what she does is she provides herself at the very least a 40%, 20% bonus in ninjutsu attack, which actually adds into the damage output of those two skills, the Slug Scroll skill and the Short Sandal skill. Now, normally this would just be ending up to a rather large amount of attack, not a lot, not as much as you just saw right now, where she quite literally 2-hit KO'd Sakura, but to a decent amount nonetheless. Now, the thing is that because of Orochimaru's ring, if he releases it in conjunction right after Tsunade releases her Curse Seal, right after Tsunade uses her Unrivaled Strength, while already being buffed by at least 20% ninjutsu attack, if he releases it and he puts a red Curse Seal on her, then Tsunade's ninjutsu attack kind of acts weird. This is what I like to call overclock. Because instead of dealing a couple of million, which is what she would normally do, I'm going to go ahead and take off Orochimaru. As you just saw, she was able to take down Sakura. Now, as soon as I take away Orochimaru, she's not able to do enough damage to Sakura. What it does, it kind of messes with Tsunade's ninjutsu attack, like I said, doing what I like to call overclocking. And in doing so, making her a lot more powerful than she truly is. As you can see here, under normal circumstances, all by herself, she's not dealing anywhere near the amount of damage she was dealing when I had Orochimaru on her. And because of that, even though... Hang on, let me get the purple card Orochimaru, because once again, we want to make sure that it's Orochimaru, but as weak as Orochimaru can possibly be right about now, so, there's no interference. And because of that, if you can do that constantly and repetitively, Tsunade has been able to deal billions worth of damage. Quite a few billions. Now, keep in mind that this is not Tsunade exclusive. Sakura can do this. If you equip the same two skills to her, Sakura can do this. The only reason Tsunade lost right about now against that card is more than likely because she didn't have enough hit on her. But anyways, I digress, and we're going to go ahead and get over here. I don't think this is going to be enough. Now, here's another thing. The first Hokage can actually make that even stronger, if I recall correctly. So as you can see here, this is going to go this way. So we're going to go ahead and get over here, and we're going to skip quickly. We're going to replay. As you can see, she actually does that. Now, while normally you would have to have Tsunade go first, because of the fact that the first Hokage adds in a 15% buff to Tsunade, this just speeds it up. So instead of it taking quite possibly 10 to 20 rounds to get her up to a large amount of damage, as you saw right off the bat, Tsunade was quite nearly killing Sakura because of the amount of damage she was doing. So if this is doable without the first Hokage, but the first Hokage, Hashirama Senju, with the Hobi technique, you only need his purple card. You don't need anything else. You don't need him silver. You just need his purple card with the Hobi technique. If you add this in combination to everything with Orochimaru and Tsunade can easily deal billions worth of damage. So obviously Sakura dies. Now here's the catch, because there's always a catch. You can't get everything for free, or you can't get everything perfectly. Should Orochimaru put a Great Curse Seal on Tsunade, all of the damage that she was able to amass throughout the battle will nearly instantly be nullified. In other words, she'll go back to dealing 2 million instead of say 500 million that she was dealing by round 20. So you have to keep that in mind. Should Tsunade ever get the Great Curse Seal, it's basically game over if you're using this strategy to take down the A-Tails. Now, as you can see, this is obviously not the case here. He keeps on putting red curse seals on her, and so long as he keeps on putting red curse seals on Tsunade, this is going to be fine and perfect. Now, you can actually double your damage output simply by putting in a Sakura with a gold Sakura with, her what's it called? Her with a slug scroll and the short sandals tier 4. Now, I'm not quite sure whether or not you can do this. If you have the first Hokage purple card, Hobi technique, I think you might be able to do this without having Tsunade be gold or diamond. Same thing with Sakura without her being gold or diamond. But I'm not quite sure on that one. I'm going to have to test that out after I'm done with this. Now, obviously, right now, this is one of those times where Tsunade did not get lucky. And as you just saw, I do believe she got a Great Curse Seal. It did not work out this time. As you can see, she's obviously not going to have enough damage. This is really like a 1 in 20 chance to have everything line up perfectly, and you're going to be able to, solo the 8-tails. But once again, either way, she's a very powerful card, and she deals damage. And if you get lucky enough, you're going to be able to take down the 8-tails fairly easily. This is one of those strategies. The other one would be using Mike Guy. Another one using is Rock Lee. Another one is using Sasuke Uchiha, but Sasuke has to be really overpowered at that point. Another one is using, you have a lot of strategies, but a lot of them are very overpowered. But like I said, as you can see, 25 million. This is towards the end of the battle. Has she been getting red curse seals the entire time, and very lucky, then she would have been more than likely been able to just annihilate what's his face? The 8-tails. So we're gonna put in purple card Tsunade. Gonna go ahead and unequip these things off of her. The short sound of the Skirphones. Icha Paradise, the S rank combo ring, the wrap sunglasses, the Jonin armor. Gonna go ahead and take that all off, and we're gonna equip the Cursula Wrath. Gonna take that off of. No, we're gonna keep that on the other Tsunade because she usually needs it. We're gonna go ahead and equip this, all this stuff, obviously, like I said. So, where is Icha Paradise? There we go. S rank combos ring. No, not the first Hokage's thing. Slug scroll. You can actually, if you're doing the 8 tails, you're more than likely gonna switch out the shirt sandals for the lightweight boots, or something that provides an ninjutsu attack, because the shirt sandals skill does not work on the 8 tails. Doesn't do any damage, as you just saw. It was just constantly dealing blank damage. So we have 745k ninjutsu attack, obviously a lot. We have a red, we have 100 fury basically. You can switch out what do you call it? Whatchamacallit? Let's see, skip replay. Yeah, so as you can see, purple card actually does it too. So that's pretty sweet. Quite a bit of damage. So there you go. That's how you take down the 8 tails. You just need a Tsunade or a Sakura, equip the slug scroll on them, and put in a purple card, Hashirama Senju. I would say it's preferable if you could put in his God of Shinobi skin on him. Might not be a requirement, but just to be safe, I would put on that skin on him. So yeah, looks like it's just about over. Yeah, this should be the last round. Well, not this round. I mean, when I think of rounds, I think of uniques. Like in total, you can do about 6 unique skills at the most, and it should be ending at round 18, I do believe, possibly 19. Oh, round 17, huh? Oh wow, okay, there you go. See, just needed that little extra boost. So yeah, that's really how you can take down the 8 tails cheaply, but the requirements are rather high. I would recommend saving up for an Orochimaru event. Usually you can get the ring for 18k. I mean for 15k worth of gold consumption. Tsunade, you can get her off of just about any other event, because of the fragments collection, consumption rewards. The slug scroll you will usually have to consume for it, unless you already have a silver Sakura during this event. Then you're going to get the base slug scroll, and if you want it tier 4, you're going to have to get the 6k consumption. But if you have Sakura gold during this event, you're going to be fine with the slug scroll. So yeah, there you go, Lemon Kill. I hope that answered that. Maddie, I hate how people are disliking. It's best not to be, because he ended the video. Leave the poor man alone. He's obviously shattered. Thanks, Maddie. Shattered is a strong word, but I appreciate your concern nonetheless, Maddie. Thank you. Take your time, have some sleep. Even if you can't produce a vid once or twice, we wouldn't mind. Anyways, keep it up. Thanks, Ravel. What good passive for Obito, not including Ten Tails? He's the only ninja at the moment who doesn't have a passive on him. And iOS doesn't have the 10k Ten Tails. Just something to place there for now. Yeah, Carlo Diaz, the good sir, is completely right. Yin Yang release is best for him if you don't have the other skill. Although this is a stipulation. If you don't have the Ten Tails coffin, then I would recommend using the Earth Wall that Kakashi has. And if you guys still don't have Earth Wall, then yes, Yin Yang release is the best one you could possibly get for Obito at this stage in time. And let's go to what we were doing over here. Why are some combo cards gold and silver? I believe I answered that because some of them are just more valuable. I am fairly sure that a Itachi card, any Itachi combination card, will have a gold barrier, and any like cheaper cards like the Hinata and the Naruto and Hina combination card, That's a rather cheap card in the Chinese servers. It's like you could, apparently you could have gotten it for like 100 gold consumption. So I mean, it's a rather cheap card to them. Very powerful to me, but very cheap and weak to them. Can you do a showcase of Danzo? I will do so eventually, but unfortunately, I can't quite do that right about now, simply because I don't have all of his skills, and his unique skill is not all the way up to snuff. So I like to get everything done before I do a showcase. More than likely, it will be done within 2 or 3 days, Monday at the latest. So stay posted for that. Nicola, hi, I was wondering if you could help me about improving this game. I have Sage Kabuto, Gold Naruto, Katsuki Sasuke, Purple Sakura, Purple Hinata, Bronze Danzo, which I got from the event. Danzo's a piece of shit. Yesterday I got an idea like, what the fuck, let's farm that gold motherfucker Hanzo, and I will do it. I think I will need 2 months. While I'm farming that, I think I will get Madara. Please tell me what I need to train for Madara. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I think I read this before. It's bringing up some memories. Um, yeah, so I mean, a Madara, just like to give you an idea of how powerful the purple card Madara is, we're gonna go ahead and switch everybody out, I do believe. So this is the real Madara. This is the third stage of Madara Uchiha. Obviously, not quite as powerful as he possibly could be. He's not at the sixth path stage, but this is the initial obtain, which is the purple card. So this is the skill that comes with that first that purple card. So I mean, obviously he has 188k ninjutsu attack, so we're gonna go ahead and equip this. So just with 180k ninjutsu attack, I feel as though this would be a very powerful card to most people. But even though it's very powerful, I do feel like it's obtainable with these stats. Obviously, he doesn't have any equipment on him. But here you go. So Almighty Push. And as you can see, he dealt a lot of damage. Yeah, look at those debuffs. 366k. And keep in mind, the higher your ninjutsu attack, the more damage the debuffs will be doing. So, yeah, it's like good. So there you go. That's Madara Uchiha essentially. Now obviously my Madara Uchiha actually had in a little bit of help in the form of the demonic statue of the outer path. I'll just go ahead and take that off of him. I have so many unique skills. I mean, passives. Here we go. Doesn't exactly change much. Just takes off some ninjutsu attack off of Madara. But as you can see, either way, he's dealing a very large amount of damage. Honestly, with this Madara, you're more than likely just going to be able to take down the zombie trials. They don't have that much HP. Just to be safe, I think you'd want to be dealing 2 million worth of damage, possibly 1 million. But you should be able to do that, as you saw right now. Level 75, great annihilation, 144k ninjutsu attack, and I dealt a lot of damage towards those cards. So I mean, that's the the purple card Madara, more or less. So yeah. What do you need to train him? You need a reanimation container Madara Uchiha times 60. You need contract seal broken times 60. Um, contract seal broken, unbroken contract, I believe, either way, but times 60 of those. And then you need 10 tails chakra times 60, and you're going to get 1 6 path Madara, which is the final form for Madara Uchiha after that you bronze, silver, and gold him, but you need something else, which is called Madara Shadow. I don't know how to get those. More than likely, you're going to have to recharge for that, but, yeah. Is it better to have an active on my Sasuke if I don't have the tier 4 sword? No, actually, just don't add any actives to Sasuke. The idea is that he becomes more powerful with the Indra arrow skill every time he uses it. So you're going to want to use the Indara arrow skill as many times as is physically possible within the 30 rounds. So if you use any active skill, more often than not, that will take away at least one or two of your unique skill opportunities, and you'll deal less damage in the long run, especially if you have a lot of damage output. How can I improve that team? Let's see. Um, Work on getting Naruto, Sasuke, and Kakashi to gold. Obito's fine. But yeah, work on getting those three guys up to gold. It's gonna take a long time, but trust me, in the end, it's really worth it. My Sasuke and Naruto are completely and utterly overpowered. They are beasts in each, here, just to give you an idea. Keep in mind, Killer Lemon Kill. I think that's what that was your name. That is your name. Anyway, sorry, I was just trying to be idiotic for a second. Not that I have to try hard, but this is my Sasuke Uchiha. This is him. This is his Indara Zero, Lightning Release Shadow Clone, Demon Lantern. This is all of his ninjutsu attack stuff. The two items that I absolutely need to have on him are the Eternal Mangekyo Tier 4 and the Sword of Kusanagi Sasuke. To give you an idea of just how powerful Sasuke is, first of all, I'm just going to have him by himself. Who is that? The Four Tails? Yeah. Obviously, he demolishes the Four Tails. We're going to return. And we're going to pick the 7 Tails, because the 8 Tails will just destroy Sasuke. So as you can see, he's not dealing that much damage, but look at the debuff, the amount of damage the debuff did. I believe it was a 4 million, and it's a constant basically until death. It's 4.5 million. And now we're going to get to the second unique skill. That's 3.7 million off of the Eternal Mangekyo. Its damage output, now we're at 5 million, and the battle is over within, I believe, 2 unique skills used, possibly a third one. And that's just him by himself. He's not doing anything. He's not, he is just buffing himself up. That's it. Now, same thing with Sakura. I mean, Tsunade needed a lot of help for that. She needed to have Orochimaru's and Hashirama's help. This Sasuke does not need any of that. Keep in mind, this is just round 5, and he's already nearly demolishing her. As you can see, the battle's gonna come to an end in a little bit, actually. But keep in mind, should I add in Hashirama or Orochimaru, the difference in damage output would be immense. And here, I'm going to go ahead and do that. Switch that guy like that, and keep everything swifty. And here we go. So that was a 6.8 million on the first round. And should he get a... Let's see how it does, actually, before I start speaking. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. I'm going to have to put in a soccer Tsunade. That should be fine. Although I will have to take off. Okay, yeah, Tsunade's fine. And... Actually, I need to put in Tsunade. I'll say I might not have to, but it looks like I'm going to have to. Got to make Yuki. And here we go. I hope. Obviously not as much as the original, but I mean, 2 million is still a decent amount. Now, once again, do keep in mind that this is my Sasuke that's been fully decked out. This is when you can't get much more powerful than this. I think he just dealt a 58, 57 million worth of damage, I do believe. But yeah, just keep on watching, essentially. And his debuff Amaterasu is dealing 19 million worth of damage every turn. And that's gonna stay until death. And that was a 99 million worth of damage. And I do believe that the Ten-Tails is about to die. This should be the last round, I do believe, especially if he criticals. And there you go. It's over. I think he finished it off with like a 200 million worth of damage. And then the debuff took care of what little health there was left. So yeah, that's Sasuke for you. I think I went off on a tangent. Sorry about that. And let's see. But either way, Manraj, as I was saying, it's best to have him just use as many unique skills as is possible. And yeah, Daniel, that's what I would recommend. Get Sasuke Gold, get Naruto Gold, get Kakashi Gold. And let's see what did this. Yeah, try to get a ring. Yeah, Panda players are saying this perfectly. Actually, Panda, believe it or not, the combination card is not that bad when it comes to damage output. Gonna go ahead and take that off. Move that, and we're gonna go ahead and how much ninjutsu? Okay, that should be fine enough. I'm gonna have to take that off of him. Where the hell is he? And bingo. You guys ever forget the Haku's a he? I do. I think it's because in the anime, like, he was being a dick to well, not just being a dick, but he wore like a kimono. He was very feminine in the anime, and I do believe in the whatchamacallit, and in the manga too. So like sometimes it's like, oh, that's a chick. Nope, that's a dude. Nothing wrong with it. I just thought it's funny. And we're gonna have to take that off of him. I'm gonna have to remember to switch it back on the second Hokage. So the reason I did that, so this card can have full Cursular Wrath. Not Cursular Wrath, but full full, damn it, what's it called? Full Fury. Come on, don't let me down. Why are you not working? Is it because of the positioning? It could be because of the positioning. Okay, yeah, it was because of the positioning. So there you go. This is why I say that Haku's and Zalba's last combination card is not that bad. So just watch what happens right now. Although you do need an Orochimaru, obviously Hashirama's helping out here. Orochimaru would be at the very least what you need. Also the passive skill, Demonic Eyes Mirrors is needed. But just watch what's gonna happen here. Watch. And maybe here. No, not yet. It might be until the end of the fucking round. Oh yeah, I keep on forgetting that Orochimaru can overclock also, so sometimes he'll deal a massive amount of damage. I mean, it's rare that... There you go. That's what I was talking about. So yeah, Haku can deal a decent amount of damage. The Haku Zabuza card. And I'll answer you in a second. Hey dude, making vid, answer you in fuming. So yeah, shout out to James. He's the dude I was talking about. He's awesome. Thanks, man. And there we go. So back to this. And do you get what does overclock mean? It's what I like to call when the cards are going completely overpowered, as you just saw, and I demonstrated with quite a few cards with Sasuke, with Tsunade, with purple card Tsunade, with diamond Tsunade, with the combination card. It's just when they do a stupid amount of damage, quite honestly. I'm fairly sure it's not the proper term, but that's what I like to call it. The backstory behind that. I've actually mentioned this quite a few videos. For those of you who have heard it like 3 times now, I'm sorry. But there was a game I used to play called Match Quest, and I always remember there was this item, which was a not even an item. It was just like a general term, because overclock, like the overclock Frankenstein match, what it did as the battle went on, he grew stronger and stronger. So towards like the end of the battle, he was dealing like 2 or 3 times the amount of damage he would normally deal. So I mean, that's just what I like to call overclocking in this game when it comes to what the cards do when you put them in a certain combination with Orochimaru, Hashirama, and such. Do you get any more benefits once your clan has hit past level 10? Yes, actually, you get chakra recovery. You get ninjutsu, not chakra recovery. You get hit. You get ninjutsu attack. You get a lot of things. Can you show some combo cards like this? Combo cards work better, and that card in which order, and curse and stuff. Combo cards right now. There's only like 3. I have 2. I'm not gonna get the third one because I don't particularly need it. It's definitely going to be a powerful card simply because Tsunade and Sakura have always been rather powerful. I just usually ignore them in favor of more powerful cards, but that doesn't mean they're weak. They are usually decently powered. Um, that's the thing though. I don't particularly need it in my team. I'm at 32 million, possibly 32.3, 32.2 million right about now worth of CP. I figure I'm fine right now without getting that combination card. And I'm really just saving money because I've spent a lot on this game and I kind of need a break from spending. Medius Menzies. Cool thing, bro. How about 27-7? Naruto Bronze, Father and Son, Sasuke Gold, Sakura Base, Orochimaru Bronze, Tier 4 Ring. Sakura Bronze, Hinata Bronze, Daylight Diamond, all Tier 4 equip except Ring. 6.5 million CP. Any thoughts? What cards can stun the back row? Sasuke Asukiyomi asking for Ninja World War. Thanks, Luis. Let's see. Yeah, to stun the back row, it says Panda says. Damn, Panda, you're on point today. Oh, yesterday. Yeah, Daniel. A purple card Hashirama should solve that problem, but if you want to keep doing it constantly, you're gonna need like a gold or gold Kakashi and a gold Obito just so you can stun lock them. Those guys are really the most reliable AoE team stun locking cards. Here, I'm gonna show you quickly. I'm gonna go ahead and yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and actually go over here. Where the fuck is? Okay, there we go. Get off of that. I always like skip past Thauzan. I don't know why he's like a blind spot for me. But we take that off, take that off. Who was I gonna put in? Oh yeah, Kakashi and Obito. Obi right there. There you go, there's Kakashi. And equip, unequip, unequip. So they're both basically naked. We're just going to equip the Curse Shields of Wrath on both of them. And we're going to go to Merciless Sasuke. So as you can see, AoE attack done. And there you go. It's a full stun. Only for 2 rounds, admittedly. But either way, it's a full stun. Now, if you want this to work out perfectly, I would recommend to put in a Sakura. Especially if you don't have a lot of chakra recovery like I do. Well, like I don't have a lot of chakra recovery. I need to work on my vitality pills on this guy. And adding in like a chakra recovery earring and such. But here we go. We're gonna go over here. Wait, does she have a Curse Seal of Wrath? No Curse Seal of Wrath. And nope. Bingo. And Heroic Dungeon. Keep on forgetting. I need to switch these. Switch. Where the hell is Obito? I think I skipped him. Nope. There we go. Switch that. And hero. The reason I need to do the heroic dungeons is because, quite honestly, any other dungeon is rather weak in comparison. So there you go. As you can see, AoE stun lock. No cards are attacking my cards now, so yeah. Everybody is stunned. You get a stun, you get a stun, he gets a stun. Everybody gets stunned. And yeah, it does a decent amount of damage to the skill itself. So yeah, that's really the best way to do an AoE stun lock without using Itachi and a free-to-play way. You're doing pretty good with Sasuke. But the fact of the matter is that Sasuke won't always cut it. And Sasuke is more of a DPS guy than actually stun locking. So if you don't want to, recharge all the way to like VIP 9 and get, what's his face, Itachi Uchiha, you're better off trying to get gold Kakashi and gold Obito and working with this strategy that I just showed. And I think that should answer that in a roundabout way. Should I change my Kakashi for Hanzo? Depends on your team. If you feel like Kakashi will be better or worse than Hanzo, then, kind of choose off of that. Kakashi has a nice benefit of stunning the front row every single time as long as he hits, so long as the cards are not immune to stun. So, Kakashi has that going for him. Although Hanzo is more of a DPS guy because he, in the normal dungeons at the very least, he has the ability to cut HP, which means that the enemy cards lose 10% of their HP. And, that's good because some cards have a stupid amount of HP. I've seen cards with a good 20 million, I believe, and 20 million HP off of one card. 10% of that is like 20%. Not that's stupid. 10% of that's no, 10% of that it's like 2 million. 10% off of 20 million, I believe. Yeah, it seems right. 2 times 10, that's 20. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Hey, Luis Gravit, wanted to know. I think I already answered your question, Lemonade. Philip Fearquid, getting Diamond Hawk was a pain in the ass. Congrats for 700. Keep it up. Do you think this is a free-to-play game? I think it's not. I'm playing for less than a month. I'm level 78, 140 in the arena, server 24. Can't even pay $1. I can play whole life. Never getting good like you, Luis. That's the thing though, like here, Philip. In some ways you're right, this game is so not free to play. But at the same time, let's see. Um, a wrong thing. At the same time, as you find stronger cards, the weaker cards are gonna get cheaper. Like I mean, Sakura will eventually become a weak card. The Naruto Hinata card is eventually gonna be a rather weak card, and that's just the fact of the matter. So I mean, don't feel too bad if you're not up to my strength right now. I'd say like within a year, a lot of people will be around my strength. I remember like 5 or 6 months ago, um, being up to like 10 million. No, not 5 or 6 months ago. Like 7 months ago, being up to 10 million CP was a big thing. You were like one of the most powerful card players, and now you're rather weak, honestly. So I mean, it just changes. If you want to stay up on top like I do, you're gonna have to use money. But if you don't mind taking your time, eventually you'll just reach me. But, well, not reach me, but like reach the CP that I have right now. It's just gonna take a longer time. Sakura Sonata event next. Yeah, kind of figured that out like a couple of minutes after I posted this video. On the Facebook group, they posted some screenshots of like what they dug out from the codes. So I just thought that was interesting. But you know, is it worth getting Danzo to Diamond? Because if I have a gold one, I'm not sure if I should upgrade it. It really depends on how your team is as of right now. Yeah, there you go. Nice, Lemonade. Keep it up, brother. Thank you. How can I get Itachi's secret for Sasuke? 21-4, I believe. Because if I recall correctly, somebody already asked this question. Itachi secret, receive your Shining Gun. And yeah. So it looks like that's about it for this video. Hopefully I answered your questions. I know I didn't particularly give this video that much time to get questions. But I mean, I usually peak, as you can see here. Let me pause this. I usually peak at around 200, 300 views right around about a day after I post it. So I mean, it's not that much, not that much more off of what I would peak at usually. So yeah, that's about it for this video. Leave a like if you liked it. Leave a dislike if you don't. Sorry. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with a new video. Bye.